Welcome, everyone. You are listening to 2Blue and OSU, the ultimate sports podcast for your entertainment. I am Zach. I am joined by Morgan and Doug. Morgan, what is up, big guy?
Not a lot, man. It's a crappy day here in Ohio, but it's been a good start to the weekend. I am now down to 5 dogs in my house, whereas last episode I believe I had 9. So 4 have gotten adopted out. So I only have 5 dogs in my house right now. And the Ohio State Buckeyes upset your Michigan Wolverines in hockey the other day. I know last episode you were gloating about this Michigan hockey team, so I just want to point that out, that the Ohio State Buckeyes.
We are ranked 6th, so I feel okay with gloating still, even today, because I believe we're still up 2-1 in our series this year against you guys. So yeah, you had a good win last night. You got out early. Whatever. We're still 6th. You guys are still unranked.
We're still under 500.
Doug is on the phone with me. Doug, what's up, man?
Not much. Just not enjoying the cold and the snow and the misery of Michigan right now. So
I am experiencing that misery. I am here. I am in Michigan. I drove up yesterday. It was a terrible drive. I'm glad I ended up doing it yesterday because I was so drained. If I came up today, this podcast would be a lot different than what it's going to be. All right, we got a great show for you guys today. We're going to hit up some Kobe Bryant farewell tour. Morgan is going to tell us why PEDs should be allowed in baseball. I have no idea what he's going to say. I have no idea how he's going to justify that. We're going to pick every single conference winner of the conference tournaments. So my beautiful record that I have right now is about to go in the shitter.
Hopefully I can make a comeback.
I'm confident in mine.
Are you guys confident? Because I was picking and I was like, man, I'm 6-1 right now in our picks. We have 3 games going on tonight. I'm very confident I'll be 9-1 after tonight, but after this next episode, I'll probably be 9 in about 25.
What are the current standings?
Right now, it's me 6-1, you 5-2, and Morgan is 2-4, 2-5.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we should pick a soccer game or something one of these weeks.
One of these days, we got to give one. Huh?
No, we all picked who just played the other day.
OKC, Golden State.
Yeah.
That was your one win.
Well, that's my one win. Yeah, that's my one win for this week.
Yeah.
But
there's only been 2 games so far. We have 3 college games going on tonight. So.
Well, my problem is when it comes to March Madness, I look up too many stats. And you told me before we get started to keep my stats down when we go through our picks, because
you overdo it every episode. You have like stats. You go in depth, and me and Doug are like, "Here's our pick. Here's our pick." And you're like, "Well, based on their field goal percentage from 9 weeks ago, and when it was 42 degrees outside,"
and that's usually why my bracket sucks every year. This year, I'll just flip a coin, heads or tails, and that's nice. My pick.
Before we get going with anything, guys, I want to give a shout out really to a group of guys who without them we're probably not sitting here doing this. We had this idea we've been talking about this for a couple of years now about doing something like this. Originally it was going to be called 2 Michigan Men and a Buckeye. It's a really long name. We kind of trimmed it down. But a high school teammate of mine, Mike Lucero, and his college buddy TJ Velarde started a podcast probably about 2 months ago now. I think they're on episode 9 going on. And they're really good, and I talked to Mike, and he told me how they do it, and that's kind of how we got set up and got started. So I want to give a shout out to them. Their podcast is the Most Valuable Podcast. You can listen to it on a mostvaluablepodcast.libsyn.com, LIBSYN. They're a different style than us. They're a little bit more probably Mike and Mike or Rustillo and Cannell. We're probably a little bit more Dan Le Batard show, to tell you the truth.
I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
Yeah, but we're different styles. They come out on Wednesdays. We're a Monday podcast. They're a Wednesday podcast. Maybe we can find a Friday podcast and start our own network, take down ESPN. Just want to give them an ode to because we're not sitting here doing this if it wasn't for them telling us how to do it. Do you guys see Jabril Peppers is working out an outside linebacker?
Yes, sir.
What do you think about that, Doug?
Yeah,
he can play any position he wants. The kid's an animal. He's just a natural talent. He's an athlete. That's the difference between being a position position player and being an actual athlete. I mean, look at Denard Robinson went into the NFL as a athlete, not as a quarterback, running back, whatever. I mean, he's not doing, he's not lighting any fires or anything like that, but Peppers has the opportunity to do the same thing and go somewhere where they'll put him, they'll put him anywhere and he'll succeed. So
there's about 7 positions that kid can play on both sides of the ball and special teams.
Yeah, even Morgan, you got to admit that the kid's amazing. So.
Oh yeah, I know Zach sent me a link a few days ago, and I was reading it. I believe it was linebacker and a punt returner also. And the punt returner was kind of a no-brainer to me. I mean, why would you not put that kid, on kickoffs and punts? Because you need to get the ball in his hands. He's kind of like what kind of what Braxton Miller was to us, as far as that guy that you would have to find a way to get the ball into his hands.
Yeah.
Granted, we didn't, slim last season, and you see how that worked out for us. But I mean, that's just the type of player that you got to find a way to get the ball into his hands. So
he's a great defender, and he's very good on the defensive side of the ball. But when he gets on the offensive side of the ball or kick returns, and that ball touches his hand, it can be touchdown anytime. Anytime he touches it, he can go all the way.
The only issue I have is the increased chance of injury at this point. I mean, when you're a position player as opposed to every position player, the more you're on the field, the more likely you are to sustain some injuries. But at the same time, I mean, if Michigan wants to succeed, they need to get this kid involved in every aspect of the game.
Without a doubt. And you're right. I'm terrified of him getting hurt because our depth, especially in the defensive backfield, is not very good right now. We have some young kids who got to get some playing time, but he's too good on the offensive side of the ball, too.
I hope he does.
Did you see what Harbaugh said to the Tennessee coach on Twitter?
I did. I have it written down.
Classic.
Did you see that, Morgan?
Yeah, he's been throwing out some jabs at various SEC schools.
Oh, he is not shy right now.
There was a question put up on this Ohio State Facebook page that I follow, and it was to the effect of, whose side do Buckeyes take? Do they take the SEC coaches who are trying to go after Michigan and Jim Harbaugh, or do we take the side of Jim Harbaugh? Honestly, I take the side of Jim Harbaugh because I hate the SEC. Now, I hate Michigan, but SEC needs to keep their mouth closed.
Harbaugh's not even doing anything wrong. He's not breaking any rules. The SEC. I'm going to get to that later. Never mind. I'm gonna save that for later. Don't get me fired up already.
Zach, I think we need to start hashtag head coach khaki pants.
Head coach khaki pants. Hashtag head coach khaki pants. Illinois fired their head coach. Did you guys see that? Football. Yeah, football coach. They just hired him for 2 years. Now they fired him. The new AD came out and fired him.
Yep. And did you see who some of the placements could be?
No, I did not.
One name that came across my phone today was Jim Tressel.
That would be really good for them, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be great for Illinois. I think he's a great coach. I really do.
I mean, they're already terrible. You might as well, cheat and get a couple wins in. Is Tressel going to wear an orange sweater vest?
That would be terrible, too. I think he'd go blue. No, he can't wear blue. He'd probably go orange.
Yeah.
Ooh. Decisions for Tressel.
I don't think he'll leave his job.
Important conversation here.
This is awesome. Hey, Phil Steele, you posted a post a couple weeks ago about Phil Steele and his top 25. Now he's come out and said the SEC has the toughest schedule next year. How can you even calculate that in the preseason? When we get closer to football season, we're gonna have to do a full on college football segment and just destroy these preseason polls.
Him trying to calculate that in the preseason way before the season starts is like him giving Michigan a top 5 way too early preseason rankings.
I thought he had you guys higher than us in that one.
For this year? No.
The Phil Steele one, not the ESPN Mark Schlerks. Phil Steele.
Oh, yes. That's what I'm thinking of.
You're right. So
You're
him putting OSU ahead of us was as bad as him making this pick. You just shot yourself in the foot, sir.
I did.
All right, before we get into Kobe Bryant, I'm going to make a little announcement. I'm going to be doing a full-on mock draft, all 7 rounds. I'm posting to our Facebook page. I'm very excited about this. I'm taking down Mel Kiper. I'm coming for him.
I'm excited to see who you have.
It's going to be fun. We'll get into Kobe Bryant now. So Kobe Bryant is in his last year. He's about to retire, and he's doing this little farewell tour. Morgan, you have some strong thoughts on this.
Yes, I do. I think it's a complete joke what he's doing. I've never been a Kobe Bryant fan, so I might be slightly biased in this. I do recognize, great talent, and I do realize that Kobe Bryant is a top 5, top 10 NBA player all time. But this whole farewell tour that he's on really screwed his team. I don't care what you tell me. I don't care how much you argue with me. You can disagree with me all you want. But just look at his contract the past couple of years. A 2-year, $48 million, and then a 3-year, $83 million. That's a total of $131 million in 5 years. Anthony Davis just signed a 5-year, $145 million. And Anthony Davis is much, much, much younger than what Kobe Bryant is. So I think the Lakers were a fool for giving Kobe Bryant all that money, especially when Jeannie Buss comes out and says that they're trying to build that team up to make a playoff run. They were hoping to do that for this year, but trying to push through that for next year. They don't have any money. I'm just confused on why Kobe Bryant is like why he needed to have all that money. For the fact that his endorsements, he has $34 million just in endorsements with Coca-Cola, Sprite, Mickey D's, Spalding, Upper Decker, some Italian manufacturer of chocolate, and a Turkish airline. So he's getting $34 million just to go out there and hold a piece of chocolate and say, "Eat at this place." I mean, there's no need for him to take all that money. Pretty much put a handicap on his team. Their roster is young. If you take off Metta World Peace, why he's even a Laker, who knows? And Kobe Bryant, who are 36 and 37, their average age is 25, and that's one of the fewest in all of the league. Why would you not want to get those players and build them up, get them their experience that they need going in for next year to make that playoff push? But instead, you got Kobe Bryant coming out here shooting 16.8 shots per game, which is tied for 16th in all of the NBA. The people that are above him are players like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving. Those are the players that are above him. He's making an average of 5.9 shots per game. That's a percentage of 35%. 35% in all of the NBA. That ranks 118th in the league. That's dead last in all of the NBA. That is going off of players who are on pace to make 300 field goals in a season. So all those players that qualify, he's dead last. I don't like it. I don't like the farewell tour. I don't like him going out there and just chucking up shots to get 12, 13, 14 points per game. I don't like him taking away from his team. I mean, you see what Russell did. I don't know. It was earlier in the week. He came out there and had, 39 points and closed the game out for him. That's your young talent. That's your future for the Lakers. But yeah, you still let Kobe Bryant go out there and chuck the ball up and make an average of 5 shots per game. To me, that's just ridiculous. I think he's holding that team back a lot. I also don't like this whole persona that he's trying to give off, pretty much riding out on a white horse out of the season. when we all know the person that he's been. I believe it was Shelley Smith came out recently, who's covered the NBA for a while, covered Kobe Bryant, covered him and his rape allegations years ago when he bought his wife a big diamond ring to pretty much make up for everything. And she said he was a complete dick to everybody in the media, everybody around him. He wasn't nice to. So now his final year, he's coming out here and wants to be buddy with the media, buddy with players, and everybody's sitting courtside and signing shoes on the court side, joking with fans. To me, that's not who Kobe Bryant is. So I don't like what he's doing. That's just my opinion. Obviously, you can agree, disagree. I don't really care what you think about how I feel, but I think it's a joke.
He's getting defensive before we even say anything to him, Doug. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't even have anything really to say to that. I mean, I support you 100%, Morgan. I don't know why you have to hate so much.
It's kind of upsetting that he's bracing his butthole for something that might not even come. I don't know.
Well, with the amount of hate on Facebook this weekend, I'm not surprised that he's protecting himself. So
there was a lot of hate on Facebook, but most of that was towards you, though, Doug.
Yeah, you can't.
Bad person. Are we allowed to swear? I mean, really?
You can't throw me into your Facebook mess now. You're the one who wanted to bash the cheerleaders. You're the one who wanted to bash the cheerleaders now.
Cheerleaders hate me.
Yeah,
that's fine.
You are universally hated now by every single cheerleader on the planet.
That's fine. I like bigger girls anyway.
So Doug, I know you're not a basketball guy. Let's get back on topic. Here's Doug going off topic again. I know you're not a big basketball guy. What do you think about this farewell tour? And
well, how many games do they play in the NBA?
82.
Regular season 82. How many do they play in MLB?
Like 161, is it?
Something like that. I don't know. So the Derek Jeter farewell tour was twice as long as the Kobe Bryant farewell tour. I don't really care about either one of them, honestly. Okay, Kobe top 5 probably all time. Right now, he's terrible. There's no way around it. He doesn't look like a dominant player anymore. So why are you going to do this? Drag your broken down body out there every week or every night and, throw up shots that I could throw up because I could score 14 points total. I don't know. I don't really care. I think it's something with the current state of our culture. We're just so protective of our heroes. Like, oh, he's retiring, so let's just make him go out on top, even though he's not on top. There's no reason for him to be at the All-Star game.
No, there wasn't.
He's not an All-Star this year. And it's just it's getting old. Everyone's so hypersensitive about hurting someone's feelings instead of being like, listen, we're not going to play you tonight because we could probably get a better performance out of this kid over here that can't even lace up his shoes right now.
And they're not very good though either. Their bench players not very good either. They're still They're bad. They're a bad basketball team.
They are a bad basketball team, but if you're a bad basketball team and you have someone like Kobe who's not enhancing that team, why don't you look somewhere else? You've got options on the bench. You can move it around. I've never been a Kobe Bryant fan. I'm not really an NBA fan, but I did respect his game and what he was doing, and the way he was always compared to be the next Michael Jordan, and then LeBron came along and he's the next Michael Jordan, but in my opinion, neither one will ever be Michael Jordan. But it's one of those things drilling it like, oh, Kobe, you're the greatest. You're the greatest. So at what point does he sit down on the bench and look at himself and be like, what am I doing? Like, if anything, he's Michael Jordan when he went to the Wizards. That's what he is.
Yeah, that's a good comparison, actually.
So,
Actually, I think Michael Jordan had a better season with the Wizards than what Kobe Bryant is right now.
congratulations to him. Good luck in your retirement. Just hang up the shoes, fake an injury or something. Pull yourself out the rest of the year. Go out on top.
All right, here's what I think, guys. First of all, why are the Lakers allowing him to do this? 20 years and 5 rings. That's why. It's irrelevant. The Lakers do. He did 20 years for the Lakers. He got them 5 rings. That's why they're letting him do this. Why?
Shaq got the rings.
Why?
Shaq got the rings.
Well, I agree. Yeah. Why is he doing this? Very simple, guys. $25 million. That's his base salary this year. He's getting $25 million in his last contract. That's why he came back. Would you not come back if you had $25 million standing around?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would come back and play for $25 million, but look at what Steve Nash did in his, I believe it was his final season. He was
Well, Steve Nash is a different guy. Steve
played. Yeah, but he came back and played for that money, but he was injured most of the season, so he still got the money, but he didn't hardly play. So Kobe Bryant is averaging the second most minutes on his team, and he's doing nothing but hurting the team that if they do finish with one of the worst records, which they're on pace to, they could still lose their draft pick if it falls below the number 3 pick anyways. So if you're throwing Kobe Bryant out there and say, hey, just go do whatever you want, chuck up as many shots, average your, I think it's like 16, 17 points per game, but just go out there and wave to the fans and kiss and make up with the media that we don't care because we're going to get a top 2, top 3 pick. That's not guaranteed in the NBA form. That could still fall below the number 3 pick and then lose that pick through a recent trade. I forget who the trade was with, but they could lose that pick anyways. And so then they're left with nobody except with who they have.
You're forgetting one very key detail here, Morgan. Kobe he's selfish. He's always been selfish. He ran out Shaq. He ran out Dwight. He's a selfish basketball player. He's a selfish human being. He doesn't give a shit about the Lakers anymore. He's going to retire. He's done. He's getting his $25 million. He's being goody-goody with the press and everybody because he wants to keep endorsements once his career is done. This is textbook Kobe Bryant. And I got no problem with it. Get your money, Kobe. I'm cool with it. I hate the Lakers, though, so watching them struggle is awesome for me. So.
I don't like the Lakers neither, but the NBA as a whole, I mean, it's nice and exciting now when you got Steph Curry, and the Warriors going out there, the Thunder going out there, the Cavaliers going out there, the Raptors are 2 games out of first place in the East. But let's face it, the NBA needs the Lakers to be good.
I don't think
Boston to be good. You
Spurs?
don't
No.
You don't think
That's
so?
That's an older generation, man. Kids these days don't know about the Lakers-Celtics rivalry. They don't know about it. They don't know about Bird and Magic.
So you don't think the NBA needs these?
No.
Needs the Lakers and Philly and Miami and New York Knicks and those, Boston's. You don't think that they need them to be good and make the playoffs?
No.
For their ratings purpose for people to tune in.
No, right now they need Steph Curry. They need LeBron James. They need the Spurs to be 4 games behind Golden State.
So the NBA needs Steph Curry right now as much as baseball needed Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire back in the PED days.
Negative. And we'll get to that next. But first, are we good with Kobe Bryant? Leave the man alone. He's getting $25 million. I haven't seen $25 million ever.
No, yeah. I mean, we'll never see $25 million. I don't like his farewell tour. I kind of want to touch real quick on what Doug brought up. Doug brought up the Derek Jeter thing. My only thing with that is Derek Jeter was a good guy in the face of baseball. So that's why, I don't think anybody really had a problem with it because he wasn't a selfish player. He wasn't, negative through the media. He was a good guy. He never put his personal life out there. He spent his time with the media. He did what he had to do. So I think there's a difference between Kobe Bryant and Derek Jeter.
Meh. Who cares?
I never really care for the Jeter thing either. I mean, he's a Michigan man, and he's, probably going to end up in the Hall of Fame as fast as he possibly can. But he never had any, real draw for me, and neither does Kobe. So, I mean, the whole retirement tour thing in general, I don't care who it is. Let's say Peyton Manning comes back next year and they decide to do a retirement tour for him. Like, okay.
He's talking about it, by the way. You guys see that?
Yes.
Go to the Rams, Peyton. Do it. Get your money, too. I don't care.
Bring him to Detroit.
We could do that, too.
Bring
Stafford
him to
is
Detroit.
garbage.
Just let him just throw the shit around. I don't care. If we sign him, then maybe we'll get Calvin Johnson back for 1 year. And, hey, as we saw, you don't really need a whole lot of offense doing the Super Bowl this year.
No, but we don't have a defense either.
We'll work on that.
No, we're going to draft like 5 wide receivers.
One last thing
Draft a
before we.
I'm going to cry.
What do you want, Morgan? What do you want? What are you
One last thing on the NBA before we move on. Will Barton is shooting better than Kobe Bryant this year. So shout out # Will Barton.
Speaking of Will Barton, first of all, everybody, he has a website, willthethrill.com. And a couple weeks ago, after we talked about him, he tweeted out, "I love free promo." He was talking about us. So Will Barton, hey, give us some of that 39,000 followers you have. All right, let's get some of that going our way.
# Will Barton.
# Will Barton.
You know what?
Every single thing that goes on Twitter, we should # Will Barton.
Probably should.
I wasn't a fan of Will Barton being a slam dunk, but I tell you what, I'm a fan of Will Barton now. So # Will Barton.
I'm still getting his jersey.
We all will.
Yeah. So before we move on to PEDs, I have been talking to Morgan and Doug about coming up with some new segment ideas, and I came across one. I got a good one, guys. Morgan's idiotic post of the week. This won't be an every week thing because he doesn't post stupid stuff all the time. But this week, sometimes he makes you just want to fight him. And this week he posted something really dumb. Are you ready, Doug?
I am ready.
He posted a picture of Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor, and he said, "I'd love to see this, then hear the excuses after McGregor destroys Floyd, run my mouth, run around the ring, hit women Mayweather."
I think McGregor would kill Mayweather.
You guys are out of your mind.
Yes. Suck it.
But no, we're talking about boxing rules, Doug. Not MMA. Straight up boxing.
I still think McGregor would kill him.
Great. There have been great boxers who haven't even touched Mayweather.
The dude is
Because they can't catch him in the ring. He runs around.
Psycho.
That's not called.
I love him. The fact that just everything he says that comes out of his mouth, I'm like, you are correct. Like, you're a genius.
I could buy and sell you 100 times over. That was my favorite line this week.
Did you watch the press conference?
Yes, I love it.
I'm still debating right now, just going out to a B-dubs tonight and watching the fight just for the hell of it.
I was talking to Morgan about that too. I'm trying to figure out if I want to or not. I want to watch it, but I don't know where I want to go.
I'll meet you halfway.
That's too far from me.
You don't drink, you'll be fine. I might need somewhere to crash, but
I'm a little out of it right now. Guys, we're talking about 12 rounds instead of 3 in regular fights, 15 instead of 5 in championship fights. And Mayweather doesn't run around. It's called stick and move. You get in, you move around.
you're in 2 rounds.
You're out of your mind. Ali did that, and we call him the greatest of all time. No one calls him a baby. Floyd Mayweather's undefeated. McGregor's not even undefeated in his own sport. Floyd would win. He wouldn't kill him. He would do it. Floyd
You can't compare Mayweather and Ali because Ali was knocking dudes out. Jesus.
Mayweather has knockouts.
Floyd will go in there and dance around the ring with freaking Manny Pacquiao for 12 rounds. And
You
make
guys.
his
This is what's problem with our sport.
millions.
This is why boxing is declining, and MMA is rising. You guys want all action all the time. You want two brawlers. You don't want boxers.
I think that's the society that we live in.
Bones. I want a probably drunk Irishman
He is drunk.
ranting about random stuff.
Hey, how about those press conferences though? Would that not be the best press conference? Nate Diaz cannot handle Conor McGregor. Floyd Mayweather come back Conor McGregor in press conferences. Those would be awesome.
I would love to see that press conference.
I just like
That'd be.
At the press conference yesterday, McGregor had a freaking police officer holding him back, and Diaz had a guy that was built like freaking Grimstead. He had a Grimstead holding him back.
Oh Jesus!
Shout out to Grimstead.
There you go,
Yeah,
Grimstead.
it was awesome.
Guys, Mayweather would win. He wouldn't kill him. It wouldn't be a knockout. He would do what Mayweather does. He would win rounds, and then he'd go to the cards and he'd win.
I don't care if McGregor gets disqualified. I want him to just throttle him and beat the shit out of him. I think it'd be awesome.
You guys are just haters. Mayweather's a great boxer. He's not a brawler. He's a boxer. Learn boxing, all right?
You know what? Rocky beat Hulk Hogan.
Are you bringing up Rocky?
I'm 4 deep. I'm sorry.
So we got our new segment now, guys. Morgan's idiotic post of the week.
Yeah, but that can be too idiotic if I have someone on our podcast who agrees with me. So it's not that idiotic. Come on.
Well,
now.
again, Doug's 4 deep already. So
I don't care. He's 12 deep.
no, you guys just want brawlers, man. You guys don't. I love boxing. I love boxing, the sport of boxing. I don't need to see two brawlers all the time. If I want that, I'll turn it on.
I think that's
actually wanted to get into boxing when I was younger. I thought it was awesome, and then my dad got my brother and I boxing gloves and mouthpieces, and whenever we had a disagreement, we would fight. And I got hit and fell and got a concussion and was laying there unconscious for a while. So you know what? No, I'm good.
A lot of things are starting to make sense now.
It does, doesn't it?
All right, let's move on to PEDs.
Jesus. I really don't.
I don't know what he's gonna say, man. This is ridiculous. So,
are you joking? Is this gonna have like a punchline at the end?
So for our listeners out there, we were talking about ideas for shows, future shows. This is a couple weeks ago now, and Morgan says that he wants PEDs in baseball, and Doug and I were blown away. So we wanted to get on here and talk about it. Morgan, why don't you explain to everybody out there why you're an idiot?
Is this a Bash Morgan episode? Like you guys just completely just stopped talking to me through our Facebook messages?
I was driving 10 and a half hours.
You guys are throwing me out. You guys just ignored everything I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. So, in all seriousness, with the PEDs in baseball, right? There is no logic reason why I think that they should allow PEDs in baseball. There's no. I don't have nothing on my paper written down. I'm just selfish. I am selfish. Baseball is boring to watch.
Wait,
I remember. Hold on. I remember.
Don't do it.
I remember when I was younger, and I'll be walking by a TV, and there's Sammy Sosa coming up to bat, Mark McGwire coming up to bat, Barry Bonds coming up to bat, and people would stop to watch them hit. Fans would come to these games to watch these guys hit, and it was exciting to watch because you want to see them hit the home runs. To me, this day and age, baseball was boring. Me, personally, I can't sit down and watch a Reds game for 9 innings. Sorry, I can't do it. First off, the Reds won't.
no one can sit down and watch a Reds game for 9 innings.
Why would you want to?
Well, I don't know because they're not going to be very good this year. But that's for another episode. But I'm just selfish. I want to see more home runs. I want to see. I want to stop in front of a TV when I'm walking through, back in the military days, walking by the NEX and they had the TVs on and stopping and watching. Or, walking through a store and stopping and watching these guys hit to see if they break the home run records. So to me, I'm just selfish. That's what I want to see. Watching a complete game shutout is impressive. Yes, it is. Homer Bailey has done it a couple times now. That's why he has a stupid contract with the Reds. That's why they're going to be god awful this year, because they have Homer Bailey as their number one starter. But I don't know. I'm just selfish, man. It just
So the whole reason you want PEDs in baseball
because
you're selfish.
Yep.
Because you're bored, you want PEDs.
Because I want it to be exciting again. To me, baseball is not exciting.
Doug,
you want to take this first? Or you want me to go first?
This is probably the worst reason I've ever heard for anything.
It is dumb.
Ever. I will sit down and watch a Tigers game. I will put on my headphones and listen to a Tigers game, while I'm doing something around the house. It has nothing to do with PEDs. Basically, you want a bunch of juiced up, small nut, freaking steroid jockeys smacking the crap out of the ball. That's not what baseball is. Baseball, there's skill positions in baseball still. You gotta respect every aspect of it, not just the offense. You gotta respect the defensive players and the pitching and everything.
And not just the home runs either. It's hit and runs.
Yeah, you've got people that are there strictly to hit a single and advance the runner, and then your cleanup guy comes up and he's supposed to be your home run guy. I mean, PEDs are first of all, my reason for it, the reason they shouldn't be allowed, is because it's illegal. So if you're going to say, okay, everyone can do PEDs, then it's no longer illegal and everyone can do it. But there's going to be some guys that are like, I'm good enough, I don't need to. And you're encouraging younger people, college, high school, to start using a substance that could potentially harm them in the future also. So I don't, it's not necessary. You might not enjoy baseball, but, some people enjoy it for the purity of the game. Nothing to do with the home run hitting, Barry Bonds going from a 130-pound freaking speedster to a 220-pound, barely able to move, ball slapper. Basically, I don't think PEDs should be illegal at all. I don't think PEDs are important to the game. I think the game itself, it's our national pastime. I think it's good enough as it is. It's just a matter of finding something that you enjoy in the game. I can watch a no-hitter. I can watch a freaking, 14 to 13, 12 extra inning slugfest. I just love the game for what it is. I mean, I went to the last Tigers game I saw in Detroit was in the old stadium, and it's just memories. Going with my dad, my brother, sitting in the outfield bleachers with the glove, and yelling at Ken Griffey Jr. because it was Ken Griffey Jr. And then we have the last game that I actually went to was in San Diego to watch the Padres play the Tigers, and just the experience of being at a stadium versus watching it at home. It's I don't know. The game's fine how it is. PEDs are illegal, should be illegal, and Oregon, you can suck it.
So why are baseball ratings down in this day and age? Like, why do you think nobody is interested in baseball anymore?
You say nobody, like you're everybody.
Okay, no. Okay, ratings are down, so people obviously aren't interested in it. Cal Ripken Jr. is trying to come up with the way.
Baseball is just as boring as soccer if you're going to compare the two.
Well, I mean, if you want to compare ratings of MLS, Doug, you're going to lose that.
I wasn't saying ratings. I was saying the boringness.
But I asked ratings. Why?
That's a personal preference. Like,
why are the ratings down?
Boring. Because there's other sports going on right now. The season hasn't even started yet.
I'm not just talking about now.
The season hasn't started yet, but I would sit down and I game tracked the Tigers game the other day just because it was, I couldn't get it on the radio, couldn't get it on TV, so I game tracked it just to see. I don't care who hits home runs and how many they're hitting in a season. We'll never have the steroid juice Bonds, frickin' McGuire, Sosa runs again because it's controlled, hopefully at this point. And I don't mind that. Yeah, I used to stop and watch, when Barry and McGuire were up, but I don't need that to enjoy the game. I enjoy the game for what it is. It's just that's the game. Baseball. It's one of the first things that we play as kids. It's one of the one of the sports that when you're growing up, you just start in t-ball and get into little league, and if you're good enough, go on to junior high school ball.
But that's not how it is now. There's kids aren't doing that now. Kids aren't going into baseball now. So now it's a ratings thing. Kids aren't interested in baseball anymore, and I don't know what the reason is for that. I don't know if it's just because the society that we live in is a much faster pace, where we want everything now.
PEDs is going to fix that. You think telling a kid that's playing t-ball, like, listen, you're not great, but hey, let's fucking start juicing you up a little bit. You'll be a pro in no time.
See, but those kids, those young kids, they don't see that yet. I'm just looking at to get people watching the sports. Ratings are down. Nobody's interested in baseball. Now, I'm not speaking for everybody.
But we're not talking about ratings, though, Morgan. We're not talking about popularity. We're talking about illegal drug use.
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically, by saying we should allow PEDs, where does it stop? So we allow PEDs in the pros, and then all of a sudden we got people doing it in college, then all of a sudden we got people doing it in high school. Where does it stop? Why not keep the purity of the sport? Why don't we keep the innocence of the kids that are playing these games before they even make it up there? When you get up there, yeah, you make a choice. When an athlete sees the opportunity to make himself better, not through going out and throwing the ball, practicing or whatever, using an illegal substance, that's their personal choice. But by making it legal, that trickles down. You're going to have a freaking 9-year-old kid that's 220 pounds, bench pressing more than any of us have ever done, just because he wants to make it in the pros.
So what if it's only legal in MLB?
It's illegal for a reason, and the reason might not be as simple as we don't want anyone to have an advantage. The reason might be because that advantage could end up affecting the lives of other people.
Listen, I'm going to keep this very simple for you, Morgan. It's cheating. Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, they didn't accomplish anything. Looking back at what they did, it wasn't impressive at all. They cheated. Their legacy has an asterisk next to it forever. Forever. It's not good for baseball. I don't like baseball. That's probably my least favorite major sport. And Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds didn't get me tuning in anyways. So I don't think that's going to help us who don't like the sport or don't follow sport. I won't say I don't like it because I do like going to the ballpark every once in a while. That's a pretty cool experience, but I don't watch it. I don't follow it. And McGuire, Sosa didn't change that for me.
Baseball's not my favorite. I mean, football, hockey, then baseball after that. I mean, but when something's illegal, it's illegal for a reason, and it might not have as much to do with the fact that it's giving players advantage. But where does it end?
No, that is the reason. It's cheating.
It's still cheating, but where does it end? I mean, you make something like that legal, and then colleges have to make it legal, and then high schools have to make it legal. There's still a moral code out there.
I'm not surprised
that we shouldn't do things.
I'm not surprised that a Buckeye fan is okay with cheating in a sport.
It's true. Good point.
They're pretty much the SEC of the Big Ten.
No, I said before we get started with the segment that I'm selfish with it, and I'm not I mean, I follow the Reds. Let me tell you, one of my favorite players growing up was Ken Griffey Jr. And he's my only sports player, like favorite sports player in any sport. I like that he played clean. I like that he went out there and played every game clean, and and he accomplished everything clean. But for me, it's just a selfish thing. I want to see the home run balls. I want to stop in front of the TV. So I do hear you guys. I do agree with you guys that it is illegal for a reason. There is a reason why they don't have it.
Want it.
And if you legalize it in MLB, then it'll trickle down. Yes, but I just miss those days of stopping in front of a TV and watching the long ball because chicks stick with the long ball.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're gonna put PED is legal. We're gonna start corking bats. We'll switch to metal aluminum bats to get more hits.
I'd actually be okay with that one.
Switching to aluminum.
Yeah, I like the college baseball, like the ping. Yeah, that's good stuff.
All right, well, yeah.
I don't think we're never gonna let Morgan pick a segment again. I thought he was gonna come out. I thought he was coming out with a real reason of why.
No,
and he just comes out. I'm selfish,
dude.
I'm selfish, dude. Bro, I'm selfish.
Dude, I told you before we got started. I'm like, look,
you didn't tell me a week ago.
I have no notes written down. What else we gonna put in here? What else gonna talk? What else you want to talk about? You want to talk about Steph Curry some more?
I do miss football. We need football to come back.
I really do.
I just want something to piss you guys off, and PEDs in baseball piss Doug off.
And this is why he has his own segment now. Idiotic post of the week. That is our guy, Morgan. Let us know what you guys think about PEDs in baseball, whether Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds actually made it more exciting, or knowing what we know now if it was tarnished. Let us know on our Facebook page, and we'll get your comments out next week. We're going to move on from that shit show. Hold
on.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on. What about this? What if we put out a question if Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, and Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame?
By all means, let us know if he should be. The answer is obviously no. If Pete Rose can't get in, these three should definitely not be able to get in. Pete Rose was a man and a great player.
But he cheated.
He didn't cheat.
Oh, my. Stop.
He didn't cheat. He never bet against the Reds.
He says that, but there's no way of saying that. There's no way of proving that right now.
We'll save that for
no. I am for Pete Rose being in the Hall of Fame.
Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
He should.
But those three idiots you just named should not. No. They're cheaters. So we asked a question on our Facebook page about what is your favorite sports memorabilia? And Morgan, did you get some replies from that?
Yeah, I got a couple on our Facebook page. Chris Rack. First off, shout out to Chris. Chris comments on everything that we post. So
he's entered
I
the
know.
win.
Yeah, so
He's the one that was arguing with me about
No, that was a
video
different one.
games.
No, that was a different guy.
Oh, that
but
was
Chris
Reed.
Chris, we do appreciate you commenting and giving your feedback. So Chris Rack said he has a picture of his dad, him and his dad, when they got to meet their favorite baseball player, Jason Varitek, in 2004, a Boston Red Sox player. He said he was a class act. That was also the same day that Curt Schilling told me to shut up, and upon asking him for an autograph, he responded, "Can't you see I'm busy?" He had been standing in the same spot, picking his nose for 10 minutes. So I'm assuming Chris Rack is not a fan of Curt Schilling, but his favorite piece that he has is a picture of him and his dad when they got to meet their favorite baseball player, Jason Varitek. Kyle is another one that gives us a lot of feedback. So shout out to you, Kyle Mullins. He has a World Series baseball. He says, mainly, as you know, because it never actually took place, but the balls themselves were made, and I'm in possession of one of them. Beyond that, he has a Hank Aaron record breaker baseball card. So he has a World Series baseball and a Hank Aaron record breaker card. And I believe this is your uncle, Tom. Yeah,
Grohowski?
Yeah.
Tom, man.
Yeah. Tom is another one that gives us a lot of feedback.
He loves the show, man.
Yeah.
He loves the show. It's great.
Shout out to Tom. I know.
Well, you are.
That's true.
He said some that he really likes are a autographed Gordie Howe stick. He has a signed Shaq jersey. His Tiger Stadium picture signed by Ernie Harwell. My Roaring 20 signed picture by Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders, Lynn Barney, and Billy Sims.
Yeah.
He has Manning signed picture, Archie, Payton, and Eli. Derek Jeter bobblehead in his high school uniform. It's not signed, but that's actually a pretty impressive one. A Derek Jeter bobblehead in his high school uniform. What else does he have here? He said, but the ones I treasure the most are signed baseball by the 1996 Kane County Cougars, Class A. The baseball signed by 1973 Dearborn Slayton Mobile Team. 15, 16-year-old Mickey Mantle League. Those are his favorites because they were both received with stories that could go under the Why We Love Sports category. So those two are his favorite. And that's all that we have that we're posting on Facebook.
I tell you what, my Uncle Tom, he's got the greatest man cave basement, man. I'm going to his house tomorrow, actually. I'm going to take photos and I'll post them on our Facebook page. He's got an entire wall that is the NCAA tournament bracket.
Nice.
Yeah, it's sweet. I'll take photos because him picking his favorite memorabilia is tough. His walls are covered with them. I'll take photos of that tomorrow and I'll post them on our Facebook page. And shout out to Uncle Tom for commenting on our stuff and being part of the show. We appreciate that. I got a couple from some other people. My mom, she's apparently a big fan too. She's commenting on everything. She's got a signed Peyton Manning jersey with the Denver Broncos and a photo of him when he was with the Colts. My wife has J.J. Watt jersey. I don't know why that's her favorite. J.J. Watt sucks.
Because her fantasy team name was Watch Me Watt, Watch Me JJ.
She's in love with J.J. Watt. Ryan Bogrowski, man, he's becoming a good listener as well. I think we're gonna try to get him on for the NHL playoffs. Talk a little hockey with the Bags later on. He has a Brett Favre jersey from college and all NFL teams he played for. And then Mike Daly, he has Brett Favre, Derek Jeter, Andy Pettitte, Emmitt Smith rookie cards, Mariano Rivera, Gaylord Perry, and Trevor Hoffman autographed balls. Brett Favre's last Pro Bowl jersey, authentic Aaron Rodgers jersey, and all his authentic Yankees jerseys. And Douglas Damaris commented too. He's got a favorite member, you guys. It's Tim Tebow Rhinestone WWJD bracelet. It's cute.
Yeah, not really. I wish.
That'd be awesome.
I know, right?
Morgan, do you have one?
I do have a couple. One of mine, I have a autographed golf scorecard that my grandpa got for me. He used to be a big wig at a dog food company. He'd go golfing all the time, meet all these famous people. So one time he got an autograph from Vida Blue, who's an old A's pitcher, 71 MVP and won a Cy Young. So it's right here. I'm showing you, Zach. To me, it's pretty cool.
My bad, I'm still on Facebook.
A little autographed golf card by Vida Blue.
Nice.
To me, that's pretty cool because not a lot of people can say they have an autographed golf card that says, to Morgan, best always, Vida Blue. A couple other pieces I have. Obviously, some of my jerseys, like my Arsenal jersey I'm wearing, my AJ Green jersey, my Team USA soccer jersey. Those are some of my favorite pieces that I have. I also have a big binder full of NBA cards from like back in the 80s and 90s that was given to me. And the first 4 pages of it, front and back on the inside, are nothing but Michael Jordan cards. I have no idea how much they're worth. If they're worth anything, I have no idea. But I have just this big stack of these old cards from back in the day. So to me, those are a few of my favorite pieces that I have.
Doug, you got any memorabilia, man?
I have lots of memorabilia, and it's all very important to me, and to the point where, every year at Christmas, I buy my son the full box set of NFL football cards from that season, because when he's old enough, I want him to be able to open that up and see these cards and all these players that, we're seeing now. I mean, he's going to have, Andrew Luck rookie cards. He's going to have all kinds of stuff out there, and it's going to be great. And, it's just something I like to share with him. And I've got my autographed Denard Robinson picture, an autographed mini helmet for Denard. I took my son to meet Jason Hansen years ago.
Ooh, Jason Hansen, nice.
Yeah, it's autographed Jason Hansen picture. Took that years ago. I've got the Arizona Cardinals cheerleaders from when they were visiting Japan. I took Hayden for his first Super Bowl.
I remember that.
Arizona Cardinals. My favorite sports memorabilia of mine, though, I actually have 2 things from this, and there's a backstory to it. One of my favorite football players, for no particular reason, picked this guy to be my favorite player, is Jason Babin, and he played at Western Michigan, was in the NFL, still technically, he was with the Ravens last year. He's played with the Jags, he's played with the Jets, the Eagles, and a few years ago, a buddy of mine got me an autographed Jason Babin Pro Bowl hat from when he was with the Eagles. He got into the Pro Bowl, got this. And that was my favorite, but I actually have acquired recently from my very special girlfriend an autographed Philadelphia Eagles Jason Babin authentic football jersey. First of all, he's not like a popular player. They don't just have jerseys of his laying around. But she did some legwork and found one and got me that, and that is probably my most prized sports memorabilia right now. I mean, it's just nobody knows who he is, and nobody really cares probably, but to me, it means a lot. So
I have one. I don't have a lot of sports memorabilia right now. I'm hoping to get there. I have a lot of jerseys, but not actual memorabilia. But my wife actually got me for my birthday a couple years ago a football that's autographed by a bunch of coaches, and one of the coaches is Bo Schembechler.
Nice.
And he signed it before he passed, and that's sitting on my mantle in my Michigan room. That's my favorite right now because I just don't have a lot. I'm going to, and that one's pretty cool. It's not like that would be overshadowed by something small, but I'm going to Michigan. It'll be tough to top because he's not the only one. I think Joe Paterno's on there. There's a lot of great coaches on that ball, and I'm going to Michigan on Thursday for the coaching clinic, and I'm gonna try to get some John Harbaugh autographs. I'm gonna be a kiss ass. I won't lie, but if you're nice, Morgan, I'll get you one too.
Send some over here.
I'm gonna try to get some for you guys, man.
I'll never come down an autograph.
I have Harbaugh.
You want Art Briles one? Art Briles. Frank Beamer's gonna be there too. He's speaking, so I'm gonna get a Beamer's autograph. But yeah, that's what I got. So we're gonna move into our pick'em of the week, which this week is gonna be crazy. We decided that we were gonna pick every single conference tournament champion, or at least attempt to, for college basketball. And we'll go down the list. We'll try to get through this as quickly as possible. I don't have any stats to back mine up because it's so long. I'm sure Morgan has the temperature of the floor for each game. So we'll start with the American East. Morgan, are you writing these down, Morgan? You got this to write down?
Yes, sir.
Are we going in the order that was on the website we used?
Yeah, I think it's alphabetical order, so that probably should.
Well, then it should start with the AAC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It goes
The
AAC,
AAC, the ACC, then American East,
then
Atlantic 10,
18.
Atlantic Sun.
Okay,
I'm not going to go through the whole list.
All right, let's go AAC then. Who you got, Morgan?
The AAC, I'll keep it simple. I'll go with Cincinnati, the hometown team. They're kind of a bubble team. I won't give too many stats on them. I'm just going to go with Cincinnati.
Doug, who you picking?
SMU in the AAC.
I'm going SMU as well. Next up, we have American East. Is that next?
ACC.
No,
Are you sure?
ACC.
Yes,
Yes,
I
sir.
wrote it down in the exact order.
Okay, ACC. Doug, who you picking, smartass?
Get on the same page.
North Carolina. Go Tar Heels.
Morgan?
I'm going to go with Virginia. They're one of the best defensive teams in the nation, led by a senior.
Cool story, bro.
Broke down 18.5 points per game. Virginia.
We have so many of these to go through, and you're getting stats. I'm going Virginia as well, though. I'm going to go with UVA.
Why are you going with UVA?
I'm going to smack you in the face. What's
American East.
American East.
American East.
I'm going to pick Albany. I'm going with Albany in the American East. Doug?
I'm going to go with Stony Brook on this one.
Stony Brook. All right. Morgan?
Stony Brook Seawolves.
Because of the name, right?
What, me?
Do you want me
No.
to give you stats?
Shut up.
Okay. So don't ask me a dumb question then.
Next. Is it A10 next on your guys' list?
A10, baby. A10.
A10.
All right. Morgan, do we even have to ask?
Go Dayton Flyers.
Yeah. I'm going to go with St. Joe for me. Doug, who you picking? In the A10?
I am going to go with the Dayton Flyers, actually.
Yeah.
Gross.
I knew I liked you for
Yeah,
a reason.
Patrick told me to.
We got Atlantic Sun, right?
Yes.
Morgan?
I'm going with the Stetson Hatters to pull the upset over Florida Gulf Coast.
You're an idiot. Doug?
Florida Gulf
Why am I
Coast.
an idiot? Why am I an idiot?
Because even if they win, they lose. You know they can't go to the tournament, right?
Oh, they
I don't
can't.
care.
No, Stetson can't. Florida,
Oh, Stetson can't?
yeah, they're banned from the tournament because of GPA. So even if they win the game, they can't go to the tournament. But you'll get the pick right. But
Yeah. See, so we're going with picks.
I'm
So
not
it
caring
doesn't
about
matter.
tournament. I'm just scared of a pick 'em right now.
I'm going Florida Gulf Coast too.
Yeah. Give me shit.
Let's go Big 12. Is that next?
Doug, he was giving me shit, not you.
I know, but the same team, Doug. What are you talking about?
Doug is so defensive all the time.
I'm gonna take the Big 12 cop out. I'm going Kansas.
The Big 12. Where you at here? All right.
Big 12. We're in the B's.
The Big East.
No, we're going Big 12 right now.
Big 12.
Big 12. Just say your Big 12 winner. Jackass.
I'm the one writing it down. I got to keep up.
Big 12. You ready?
All right, Zach, who you got?
Kansas.
Kansas. Doug, who you got?
Kansas.
Tell me you're going West Virginia, please.
For the Big 12?
Yeah.
Nope. I'll go with Shaka Smart in Texas.
Texas?
Dude, there has to be some upset somewhere.
Wow. I let's go Big East.
Cinderella story.
Big East. Who you got, Morgan?
Providence.
Providence. Wow.
Oh,
Doug?
Nova.
Yeah, I'm copping out with Nova as well. The Big Sky. I'm going to go with Weber State.
I'm going to go with Eastern Washington.
Doug?
I'm going to go with the biggest guy I can think of and go with Montana.
Montana. Nice.
Who'd you say, Zach?
Weber State.
All right, Big South.
Big South. Doug, who you got in Big South?
Big South, I'm going with Coastal Carolina.
Ooh. I'm going to go with UNC Asheville. They just beat down the number 1 seed, High Point, by 11.
Nice.
So, UNC Asheville.
Zach or Doug, who'd you pick?
Coastal Carolina. I think they're already out, aren't they?
Yeah, they're already out. It's
They
should we
They lost.
should we give them another chance? No, yeah, the final is UNC Asheville and Winthrop.
Oh, wow.
That's an L. All right. You're going Winthrop, aren't you, Morgan?
Yes, sir. You already know.
You're a loser.
All right, so I'll give Doug an L.
Yeah, I'll take the loss. I didn't look at anything yet today.
Big Ten. Morgan?
I'm gonna go with Izzo and Michigan State.
You didn't pick Ohio State? What?
Yeah, big. I already learned my lesson once.
Didn't you pick? You picked them for this last week, right?
Oh, dude, they got smashed.
What was the final score? I think it was like 30 points.
Yeah, it was like 92 to 71 or something.
I think you guys were in the
It was
60s.
dumb. It was dumb. No, we had 70.
So you're 1-2 this week now.
Anyways, who's your Big Ten pick?
I'm gonna go with a surprise. I'm going with Wisconsin.
Ooh, I almost picked them.
Yeah, they have 6 wins over top 25 teams. Here's some stats for you, and they've won I think they're 11 of their last 12, so they're on a good little run. I'm going
Shut up,
Wisconsin.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doug, go.
Doug, who you got in the Big Ten?
Actually, you stole my thunder.
Yes.
I'm going with Wisconsin.
You're copycatting me. I can call that. I said it first.
No,
I said it first.
Wisconsin has been on a roll lately, and usually this time of year you want to go with Michigan State just because of the experience and the tradition of March. But I hate Michigan State. Wisconsin's been better, so
On Wisconsin. Big West.
that's for Elliott.
There we go. Big West, Morgan. Hawaii. Doug?
Big West, I am going to go with Long Beach State.
Nice. This is another one where we all have different ones. I'm going with UC Irvine.
Okay, that's a good one.
Now we're in the Colonial, right?
Yes.
Yep. Colonial. I'm going to go with UNC Wilmington.
Big fan of those Carolina teams, huh?
I am. Doug, who you picking? Hofstra. Morgan? He doesn't know.
Hofstra.
Cop-outs. Conference USA. Morgan, who you got?
UAB.
Doug?
UAB.
This is a UAB sweep here. I'm going UAB as well. The Horizon League. I'm excited about this one. So I'm going to start us off. Horizon League. I'm going with Oakland.
Damn it.
I knew you were going to pick it. That's why I said it first. So Doug's...
It was a toss-up between Oakland and Valpo, but I just want Oakland to win.
It's one of our Michigan schools, man. We got to go for them.
Yeah.
Morgan?
I'm going to go with the hometown team, Wright State Raiders.
That was a bad choice.
Why? They beat Valpo early in the season.
Let's just go with let's mark that as an L for you right now.
Actually, Wright State beat Valpo not too long ago.
Did you guys pick the Ivy League? They didn't have a tournament, so we're not picking the Ivy League?
No.
No? Okay.
I didn't pick it.
The MAAC. Morgan?
Moneymouth with that awesome bench celebrations.
Doug, who you got, man?
For the MAAC, I'm going to go with
Siena. And I'm going Iona.
Nice.
The MAC. I'm picking Akron. Doug?
Give me the Zips.
All right.
Who?
Morgan? Akron. Akron Zips, man. You staying in Ohio, too?
Yep, that's chalk, Akron.
The MEAC. Doug, who you on the MEAC, man?
The MEAC, I'm going to go with Hampton.
Morgan?
Norfolk State.
I am going Hampton as well.
Great minds, Zach.
That's
Great
right.
minds.
We're gonna tie because we have the same freaking teams in every single one.
Right.
Missouri Valley. This one should be across the board. Who you got, Morgan?
Going off the scores right now, looks like it'll be Northern Iowa versus Evansville. I'll go with Northern Iowa.
Doug?
Who did he say? I didn't hear that one.
Northern Iowa will probably
Northern
play
Iowa.
Evansville. They beat
I'm going to go with
Wichita State.
Did they really
the
beat?
Shockers.
I
of
picked
Wichita State.
That's an L for me too. I picked Wichita State because we're picking the games before they happen. Unlike Morgan, who's watching the scores of these games, is like, oh, I guess I'll just pick this team now.
No,
Now?
Yeah, that's one of the ones that are on right now. We lost, Doug.
No, did
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, who'd you
Hold
pick?
on. We weren't clear on this, so I was waiting up until we talk about this to pick the teams who are actually going to be in the championship to make it fair. So you guys can change your team. It's either going to be Northern Iowa or the winner of Evansville and Indiana State. And Evansville is up 41-24 in the second quarter or the second half.
I'm sticking with the Shockers.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Wichita State.
Best name.
Right.
I'm giving you guys a chance to change it
I
here.
don't need your
But
chance,
yeah.
dude. I'm crushing you in this pick'ems already. You have no chance against me. I'm still gonna win. I'm giving you a free. I'm giving you a free
Technically, I'm
W.
crushing you too, so.
Yeah, you're in last place. We're giving you a chance, Morgan. He's getting so mad. You should see his face, Doug. It's hilarious.
You've made up 2 wins on me so far. You're
There you
still
go.
Behind.
Well, no, because if I end up winning by one game, you're gonna be like, "Oh, well, we gave you that game," and the
Oh, I will do that too.
yeah.
I'll talk
So
much
just
shit.
pick a new team.
No, Mountain
Hmm.
West. Who we got?
Whatever. Take that lost.
Mountain West.
No, it's San Diego State.
San Diego State. Doug,
Who you asking? San Diego State.
I'm going San Diego State as well. He's so mad.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you guys a chance to make it fair.
I wish
All
I
you
had
do
the
is just-
internet.
And all you do is just shit on me.
That's
When
why
I'm
you're
trying to
here.
be fair. When I'm trying to be fair.
Shut up. We're moving on. Northeast, you loser. Who you picking?
You're the one who took the L, so you're the loser.
I'm in first place. I'm always winning. Northeast, who you picking? Angry man.
You want to know? Because
Yeah.
my paper says check back, so I can see who is going to be in the championship game.
You're such a cheater.
So
You're a cheater.
how am I a cheater?
He's Ohio
How
State
am I-
fan. Ohio State doing it again.
How is that cheating? How's it?
Just
cheating?
tell me
Because
who's
I'm
in
not-
it. Look up the score. Shut up and look up the score.
Okay, it'll be Fair Dickinson versus Wagner.
Okay, I had my team anyways. So I'm picking Wagner. I had Wagner from Duke. Who are you picking?
I pick Wagner as well.
Morgan?
I got Fair Dickinson because of their name.
The Ohio Valley. I went with Austin P. Austin Pay? How do you pronounce that? Morgan?
That was already over.
Who won?
You didn't look.
Don't say you won yet. I got to make my pick.
Who'd you pick, Doug?
Okay, Doug.
My pick, based solely on principle, Moorhead State.
Nice. What we got, Morgan?
Right now, it's not over. It's between Austin Pay and UT Martin, and Austin Pay's up 62 to 43 with 10:31 left in the second.
So I guess you're going with Austin Pay, huh?
That's who I have written on my paper. If you want to see, I have Austin Pay written down.
He's so mad, Doug. It's hilarious. Let's go Pac-12.
Hold on, let me get caught up. Hold on. Okay, so Doug's taking the L on that one.
Yeah. Just
I
because
don't
of
care.
Moorhead State.
Moorhead State.
I had that hat in college. Such a cool hat.
I still have that hat.
I lost
I
it.
also have the Belmont BJs.
I had the Shockers, too.
Yeah. We had to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's be honest. We were probably douchebags in college.
There's no probably about it. I still
You
think I
guys
am.
You guys still bags.
Crybaby, pick your Pac-12.
Oregon.
Oregon. They have a cool floor, actually. Have you seen their home court?
It hurts my eyes, but I'm going with Oregon also.
I'm gonna go with Arizona. They had a good win over Cal the other night. They're deep. They have some good players. I'm taking Arizona.
Then they demolished somebody by 40 points today.
Yeah.
I think it was Stanford. I forget who it was, but they demolished somebody today.
Patriot League. Morgan, is that a look back one?
Now it's it's down to 4 teams, but I got Lehigh written down.
Okay. Doug?
So do you want the 4 teams?
I picked Lehigh too, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
So across the board.
Are they still in?
Yeah, it's Holy Cross versus Army and American U versus Lehigh.
Cool. SEC, the worst conference in all sports. I copped out though, guys. I picked UK.
Yeah, I did too.
I copped out.
You can't pick against Kentucky.
I wanted to pick A&M so bad, but you just can't. Bet Morgan did.
I picked LSU.
Are you going with the freshman phenom, huh?
Yep, seeing if he can at least lead them to
You know,
something.
they're one of the last 4 out right now, so they have to win the tournament to get in.
Outside shot.
Yep. Southern. Doug, who you got, man?
Chattanooga.
I got Chattanooga as well. Morgan, is it a look back game again?
Yeah, but Chattanooga won.
Did you write them down?
I have checked back because I was want to see who was left. But you guys chose Chattanooga.
Because we're great at
Chattanooga.
this. We do this. This is what we do for a living. We're awesome. You're not. We know. All right.
Chattanooga.
Let's go to Southland. I'm making Morgan pick first from now on.
I'm going with Stone Cold Stephen F. Austin.
That was terrible.
Good.
Doug?
I am also going to go with SFA.
That's boring. So am I. Lame.
Oh, you guys picked my teams. Oh.
I get to pick first this time.
Cool. Swack. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I thought we were going into Summit.
Okay, you can
Yeah,
go ahead.
There was
Go ahead
Summit.
into Summit.
Summit. I am going, based on principle, once again, Oral Roberts.
They're actually a good team, though, so I mean, it's not a bad pick.
I know, but I just like saying Oral.
He's got more head state than Oral Roberts.
Oh, my gosh. Morgan, who are you picking? Hold on, he's got to catch his breath.
I'm going with the Jackrabbits. I'm going with South Dakota State.
In Summit?
Summit, yes, South Dakota State.
I'm going IPFW. All right, now is the Swack. I went off ESPN, so my list is a little different than your guys' list.
No, it's Sunbelt.
Okay.
We're in the Sun Belt now?
Sunbelt, yeah.
This one should be chalk. Should be we should all have the same.
Who you got?
Who?
Arkansas Little Rock.
You went Arkansas Little Rock? Doug?
Little Rock.
UT Arlington. Upset, baby.
If they win and upset Arkansas Little Rock, that'll be huge because a lot of people are picking Little Rock to be one of the Cinderella teams this year.
I know. That's why I'm picking against them. It's March. Now can we do the Swack?
Sure. Go ahead.
Go.
Texas Southern. Doug?
I'm going to go with Southern U.
Morgan?
Alcorn State.
All right, our last two. We're getting there, guys. The West Coast.
Whack.
Damn
Whack.
it. Whack.
The whack. Come on.
ESPN is off. They're all jacked up. Morgan, who are you picking in the whack, man?
New Mexico State because I swear they're in it every year.
It's a good pick. Doug?
Cal Baker.
Cal Baker, nice. And I picked this team because it's a great story. Grand Canyon, man.
Huh?
Grand Canyon. Did you just give me the talk? Really?
Yeah, I gave it a
You
talk.
still butthurt right now that you want to... He started moving his hands like a blah, blah, blah kind of thing.
You gotta be like, I don't want stats. So you come out here with a
It's not a stat.
with a feel good story. We don't care. Just give us your pick, Zach. We don't care.
Poor Morgan. Hates being in last place.
Screw Morgan.
What, did Lana than him last week?
Lana did pick better than him. Our guest speaker is above him right now in win percentage.
Nice.
West Coast, go.
You go.
Same here.
I'm assuming he's flipping the camera off or something right now.
No, he's kind of just crying in the corner. Now he is. Doug, who you got, man?
And West Coast, I'm going with the Zags, man.
Me too. See, we are great minds. He's the only not great mind around here. All right, so that's all of the conference games. That took a while. That's why I didn't want a whole bunch of stats like Morgan always does for every single thing. If you guys want to play along, go ahead and put on a Facebook page who you're picking for all the turning winners. Or you can wait till afterwards like Morgan does and pick your winners.
I guess I figured that's what you would have been doing, was waiting to see, since the games are going on, wait until.
I didn't know what time we were going to record, so I just picked.
You see, but that's why I wrote.
I just went through the entire list, picked my teams. I saw brackets, but I went with what was left, I guess. So.
Well, when you're in last place, you gotta come up with something.
When you're a Buckeye, you got to cheat anyways. By the way, North Carolina's up by 6 on Duke right now in the second half. So I think we all picked North Carolina this time, right?
No, I think Alana picked Duke.
Yeah, Alana picked Duke, so that'd be her first loss. But it's not really her. That's guest speaker. That's the category she's in.
So she's in first in the guest speaker category.
No, the guest speakers are all going to be like added together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's
no, leave them separate.
Why? Then they have like. You want to do that? Is that what you want to
do? Yeah. Because then the guest speakers can try and pick better than last month's guest speaker.
All right, we can do that too. That's fine.
What are we doing?
I guess we're gonna have individual guest speaker rankings.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Lana's gonna win. She's like 3-. Well, this game's not over. She's 3-0 right now. All right, let's move on to why we love sports. Morgan hates sports right now. I think he hates everything in the world right now.
No, I just hate you guys.
That's fine. You want to lead us off, hater?
Yeah. My why I love sports for this episode is doesn't have to do with any human being. It has to do with animals. Everyone knows I'm a dog lover. I rescue dogs, adopt, foster. So I seen this story. I thought it was pretty cool. In Brazil, in Sao Paulo, that's how you pronounce it. There was a tennis tournament that they were going to have there, and in preparation for the World Cup down there, they were rounding up all the stray dogs and just taking them off the streets. Not sure what they were doing with them. It doesn't say what they were doing with them, but they were just rounding them up and taking them off. Andrea Beckert, she's a trainer with the Association of Animal Well-Being, decided to take a few of those dogs off the streets and train them for these tennis matches to fetch the tennis balls. You know how they have the humans that will run out there, pick up the tennis ball, and come back. So they took 4 rescue dogs, so 4 dogs off the streets, just strays, and they trained them to go out there and just retrieve the tennis balls and then give them back to the tennis players. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it really showed how you don't have to take a dog as a puppy from a breeder and train them the way you want it to be. You can take a stray dog off the street and train them to do the exact same thing. So my why I love sports goes out to Brazil and the dogs that were trained to retrieve the tennis balls.
Cool story. That is good. I saw that was that on SportsCenter?
It came across my phone. I haven't had a chance to listen or watch a lot of ESPN lately, but it just came across.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. One of the dogs didn't want to get the ball up. Doug, why I love sports this week? Can I speak right now? Why we love sports? There we go.
Well, I mean, first of all, Morgan's story. There's nothing like a German Shepherd and a bandana to just melt your heart, right? Let's be honest.
It's true.
But my reason I love sports, it's not an actual sports story or anything like that, but my reason is fantasy sports. You can take fantasy football, fantasy baseball, hockey. I'm sure there's one for soccer too, whatever. But it makes you watch games that you wouldn't normally watch. It makes you appreciate sports more. Because I have my kicker for Jacksonville playing against Baltimore. I don't care about who wins, but you still watch just for the fact that this person is on your team and going to help you win or lose. So yeah, my reason I love sports is fantasy football or fantasy sports in general. Just because it makes people that don't always watch or contribute to something like this podcast, and it makes them have an appreciation for a sport outside of that. This message has been brought to you by your league champion.
Shut up.
League champion.
I was so
Suck
last
it.
year.
Suck it.
They finished third this year.
Suck it.
Frittata.
So why you love sports is
The
gambling.
Vinegar Strokes will win again.
Yeah, jeez. Why do we have him on the show?
Because I'm awesome, and it gives someone to hate.
That's true. Well, I think Morgan's got enough hate for everybody right now.
Oh, hey, hold on. And just to redirect it, because I don't want Morgan's feelings to get hurt or anything like that. Message to cheerleaders: you're still not athletes.
Oh, jeez. He just brings it on himself.
I don't want Morgan to have hurt feelings this week.
He's a sensitive being right now. Move on.
Moving on.
All right, my why I love sports comes out of Florida at the University of Michigan's special spring break practices they had. It's gotten a lot of attention. A lot of people have been upset about this.
A lot of hate.
A lot of hate coming out. But this is a good story. There's a young man, Jesse Baker, who's 10 years old, and he has Down syndrome. And he became part of the Michigan family a few years ago with Devin Gardner. And they became close to some of the team players, and he lives in Florida. So when they went down there, Jesse Baker got the opportunity to hang out with his favorite player, Jake Butt, who is my wife's favorite player as well, and Jim Harbaugh, and he was there for all the practices. He got to be on the field, and there's a picture of him with Jake Butt. I'm actually going to post that on our Facebook page. And this is the second time I've done a Why I Love Sports during a Michigan event that everybody is hating on. The first one raised $110,000 for a children's brain tumor foundation. This one has special needs youths on the field with their favorite football players. Michigan is a national brand. Like Ohio State, like Notre Dame, we're the three biggest fan bases. So when Michigan does stuff like this, yes, is it about recruiting? Of course it is. Everything in college football is about recruiting. But it also is an opportunity for fans in Florida and for this young man, Jesse Baker, who lives in Florida, and his family, to hang out with his favorite players, his favorite team, and all this nonsense about how it's wrong. There's nothing wrong about bringing fans who can't come to Michigan all the time and watch practices, watch games, and giving them an opportunity to see their favorite players. And the SEC has been hating on it all week, all month, really. Can the SEC really talk? The SEC's favorite mantra is, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. These are great events that Jim Harbaugh is bringing the Michigan family atmosphere back, and I love it. Personally, I love it.
I can't argue with those. I mean, as much as I want to bash Michigan, they're doing some good out there.
He's turning events that people are all, this is recruiting violations, into good events for other people. And it's not a recruiting violation anyway. He's not doing anything wrong. He's not breaking any rules. Is it about recruiting? Of course it is. I'll say that firsthand. But don't get it twisted. Every coach is passively recruiting right now. I told you guys out at the KU coaching clinic a few weeks ago. They individually, the coaches did, walked us around the clinic, the facilities to show off their awesome facilities. That wasn't for me. They're not recruiting me. I'm a second-year coach, so they didn't even know my name. That'll change eventually, but right now, that's the case. recruiting through me and through the other coaches. It is for every coach who came through. Everybody's passively recruiting right now. Harbaugh is just doing it better.
I think Doug left a while ago.
I accidentally muted it. Yeah, I agree with you. Harbaugh's he's just recruiting, and he's doing it better than anyone else. And he's not breaking any rules. He's just stepping outside of what the college coach's comfort zone and doing what he wants. And
it's not even the comfort zone.
That's why he's there. I mean, he's there to make this team what it is, and as long as he's not breaking rules, why does it matter? SEC can shut up and just go suck somewhere else.
The reason the SEC is crying about this is because it's in their backyard. They don't want coaches coming into their backyard, into Florida, into Bama, stealing their recruits.
Yeah, and that's too bad. You can go wherever you want to recruit. You don't have to recruit just in your region. You can go wherever you want. And, SEC just...
They're mad they didn't think of it first.
Basically.
Looking pretty quiet over there, Morgan. It's tough talking about Michigan's greatness, isn't it?
No, I might head up there, see you guys sometime this week, maybe. Well, my dad's heading up there to Michigan, up to Ann Arbor to have his big final surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on how that goes, I might try and come up there and see him in the hospital, stay with my mom for a little bit, and swing by and see you guys if I get a chance.
Well, I don't think Doug will be over there with me, because Doug, I tried to get him to come to the hockey game with me on Saturday night, but he wasn't able to do that. So
not by choice.
I know. It's not you. I know. I'm not calling you out. I am going to call somebody out right now. Do you guys remember Jason Crane from the George Washington?
Yes.
He was a deck yeoman. So
the prior deck yeoman,
before
a good one.
Before the good one came around, right?
Right.
So Jason Crane's a big sports fan. I thought of all he hasn't commented on anything, right? He hasn't said anything about it. So I finally called him out. I said, "Hey man, what's up? We thought you would be one of our big contributors." You know what this guy said? He said, "I'm a listener. I enjoy the show. You guys are doing a great job. But I'm afraid to comment because I don't want you guys slandering my name on your podcast." So I'm calling you out right now, Jason Crane. You punk. You pansy. Stop hiding. Jason, come out and play.
This is the same Jason Crane that organized many trade rapes in fantasy football probably 2 years ago.
He did. Yeah.
And he's afraid that we're going to say something that would slander him.
Yeah.
I mean, his actions alone as a trade rapist should slander him enough. What can we possibly say?
I think it's funny that people are afraid to comment apparently because they don't want us calling them out. So I'm gonna start when I find out about it. I'm gonna start calling every single one of you guys out.
I was just going to say, is this what we're going to do at the end of every episode? Just pick one person to call out.
I'm fine with it.
Who we thought would be.
I have a request from a listener that wants to go toe to toe with Morgan, Michigan versus Ohio State.
In what?
Just talking about Michigan, Ohio State football. He wants to go toe to toe.
There's nothing you can go. You can't go toe to toe with Morgan because he has cutoff dates for every single argument. So he cheats there too. He's a serial cheater.
Who is it?
Who's the person?
My friend Larry Umfleet wanted to go toe to toe with you. He also wanted me to say something, but since I'm having a hard time hearing you, it's been a little difficult tonight. So
what's there to go? Hold on.
If I
what's there to go?
Can you tell me who your Big West winner was again?
My Big West? Mine was Hawaii.
People will hear you though, because this is important.
He picked Hawaii.
You picked Hawaii in the Big West. He wanted me to tell you, I have milk in my fridge. And then he wanted me to tell you that, I thought we were talking about shit that didn't matter.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
Morgan's pick doesn't matter because he's in last place.
That was stupid. That was dumb. You made yourself an idiot.
Morgan at all tonight. I'm getting snippets. but
You guys fail. Yeah, I forgot my headphones, so I can't. But this is really Doug's fault. He needs the internet and get online with us.
Tell your buddy Larry.
You're paying a quarter of your paycheck to your ex-wife. Then
I don't have an ex-wife.
I hope you never do. I love you, Jamie.
Tell your buddy Larry I was dumb.
He said, "Tell your buddy Larry that was dumb." Can you hear me now?
Dumb.
I can hear you.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Next weekend we will be recording on Selection Sunday, so it's going to be March Madness the entire time. I can pretty much guarantee you that. We might throw a couple things out there, but it's going to be a March Madness show for sure.
Talking about how bad our brackets will be.
Oh, the brackets can get destroyed. I'm excited. If I go 32 and 32 this year in brackets, I'll be happy about that this year.
Speaking of brackets,
I'm planning on picking the teams based on the prettiest colors of their uniform because there's no clear-cut, dominant teams this year.
I'm going to come out with stats like Morgan. I'm going to have, victories at certain time frames in the evening.
Then we need no more topics other than
I don't think we're going to have any. I don't think we're going to have any more.
Speaking of brackets, I just want to put out there for all of our fans, as we're calling them now, fans. We will be on ESPN. We will have our own bracket pool on ESPN. Look up 2BlueandOSU and go ahead and join into our bracket pool and put your brackets up against ours. Larry, calling you out, Larry.
And we'll go ahead and put that on Facebook and Twitter as well, because
the winner gets nothing but torment.
And I'm going to be the winner, and even if I'm the loser, I'm going to make fun of the winner somehow, some way. I'm going to win. You're all going to lose to me because I'm better than you. I'm just better than you, all of you.
Hey, Zach, 2 years ago you lost to my ex-wife who picked based on who had the cutest players.
I mean, 2 years ago, that was like four. That was in Japan, dude. That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was probably drunk and I had back surgery. I probably was high on Percocets.
Yeah, so she would have been pregnant.
Doesn't matter. Hey, that means she had two brains going. That was unfair. She had a pregnancy advantage.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We appreciate all of you guys listening in. We'll see if we can come up with a fan segment for next week. This week we had some good ones, but we're looking for more. We want to keep you guys involved, and be sure to go ahead and make fun of Morgan for crying tonight a lot. And hashtag idiotic post of the week. Boom.
Hashtag Will Barton.
Will Barton. Will Barton. We hear you, man. Free promo. Give us some of those followers, though. All right, we're coming out next week. Appreciate you guys listening. Have a good one.